In this video, we're going to be using 345 Soap Company Fresh Cut Fade and the Fatip Special Edition Piccolo Razor. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And we have a new soap that we're going to be using today, and this is from 345 Soap Company. This is Fresh Cut Fade, and if you like barbershop style scents, this is a really nice one, a modern take on barbershop. I forgot to get the slide with the notes, so I'll read them to you. I hate to do that. I usually like to put them up there for you, but today I'll read them to you. Bergamot, basil, oak moss, tobacco, sandalwood, bay, cedar, citrus, and white patchouli. And let me tell you, it comes together beautifully. I got this via the 345 Soap Company subscription, so you can get a splash and the soap every month for $33. And there are multiple levels of subscription. So if you want to check that out, you can go to 345's website, check it out. Again, this one is a barbershop type scent. Scent strength is right around that medium level. Nice, fresh, clean sort of barbershop. And he happened to include a pick in this one for scooping soap. And I really like that. I think it's just an awesome touch. 345 has been killing it. If you haven't tried 345, I strongly recommend you do. The price on it is great. The quality is great. Price is $16.95 for 5.8 ounces or $2.92 an ounce on our cost chart, which is exceptional. This is a tallow-based soap. We'll show you the ingredients right there. And this is one of those soaps that has goat's milk, camel's milk, donkey's milk. I think it's the only soap that contains all three of those milk. And I really like the way this performs. The razor for today is the Fatip Piccolo. Now this is the special edition version. It comes in a box like this if you're curious, and it comes with two heads, and I got this at Maggard's for $34.50, which is not a bad price at all. This is a brass razor. It comes with the standard bar or safety bar head and the OC, which is probably a little more efficient. Good looking razor, I must say. Now, one of the things about this razor is it does have what people refer to as a little bit of overhang, and I find it's a slight mount, but there is some. I find it to be helpful because on this razor, or Fatip razors in general, sometimes the blades do not align properly. So I think in the case of Fatip, you can hold on to those tabs and sort of eyeball it and screw it in to where it's seated properly to where you get even exposure on both sides. So this is a case where the overhang, I think, is beneficial. The alignment type things have always been a potential issue with Fatip razors. I've had them in the past and they were hard to line up. This one wasn't particularly difficult, but I did have to eyeball it and sort of hold that and then screw it down once I got it centered. And now it's looking quite good, so we look forward to using this today. It's been a long time since I've used a Fatip razor. Okay, let's get into it. We have about 22 hours of growth today because we're shaving a little bit earlier than normal. And this, by the way, is just plain tap water in a mister. I will link all the products below for you. We're going to be using our Captain's Choice bowl, and in there you see the well-hydrated 345 Soap Company lather. And today I'm using the Amber Aerolite brush from PAA. They also have the Phantom Aerolite brush, which is blue. And again, I will link this below, and I'll link the Phantom for you too if you are interested. I really love these brushes. And we have a very nice quality lather with 345. I got to say, I mentioned this towards the end of 2020. I mentioned that moon soaps was sort of the new art. They weren't new in 2020, but people discovered them in 2020, and they were the sweetheart artisan of 2020, putting out lots of great, well, they didn't put out lots of great soaps, but they put out great soaps, and they're very nice people, and they were sort of the up-and-comer sweetheart artisan of 2020, and I said at the end of 2020 that I thought 345 had the potential to fill that role this year, to really step up and gain prominence. And they are doing just that. They are well on track. They come out with one release per month, and they have just been killing it. I have yet to get a soap from 345 that I don't like the scent on. I like some more than others, but I've yet to get a bad scent. The scents are quite good. Some are based on colognes, and they're priced right, and they lather easily. You don't have to worry about needing chemistry equipment to lather these soaps, and they perform really well. Honestly, they give me everything I need, and at $2.92 an ounce. There's really, I can't find any area to complain about 345. They have alcohol-based splashes, they have bombs, they have candles. 345 it really is killing it. I mean, they've stepped up big, and congrats to John from 345 Soap Company. He's doing a great job. All right, the blade in the Piccolo here, and this razor, by the way, is made in Italy. The blade is the Nasset, and it's on its third use, and that feels really nice. A little bit of blade feel there. Not too much, but nice and smooth, which is exactly what I like. Feels good in the hand. This is brass. I think I may have said in my unboxing, I was referring to a little bit of corrosion around the threading, and I said sometimes pot metal razors, you'll see that. This one is brass, and the Shaving Disciple had corrected me and said this razor is brass. It is brass. Now, keep in mind, folks, and I appreciate the Shaving Disciple for clearing that up, but keep in mind, when I'm doing an unboxing, some time has passed since the time I purchased the product and it arrives, and it is just initial impressions. It is not meant to be a highly informational session where I'm giving you all the, information. So I buy the product, I don't look at that information till I use it, and then I'll give you the more detailed information. But this is brass, and for the money, I think it's a very decent razor. I would call this one probably close to medium aggressive. It doesn't feel menacing to me. Maybe, and I keep going over these bumps I have on my face, so forgive me for that. I just can't help myself. Yesterday, I worked around it with the straight razor, but today, with the DE, I did not. So, apologies if I clip a bump. That is no fault of the razor, but as I've said before, it doesn't belong there anyway, so you got to get out of there, bump. Anyway, I would call this, it feels to me like entry-level medium in terms of efficiency. By entry-level, I mean, sometimes you have ranges within ranges. So let's say you have a razor that's medium efficient. You have a razor that's just into medium, say it's sort of mild, but maybe just steps into medium. And then you have a razor that's maybe far end of medium and towards aggressive. This one I think is more towards the sort of the front end of medium as opposed to the far end of medium. But that's just my feeling. And again, keep in mind, I'm someone who prefers some blade feel. So you might get this razor yourself and go, "Ooh, that thing, I'm feeling a lot of blade." But for me, this feels like close to medium. Somewhere thereabouts. But it was a good first pass. The soap is great. Smells great. It is a modern barbershop. When I say modern barbershop, I mean sort of not so much like, say, Clubman, classic Clubman, but no, more along the line of your fine American blend, but it's not exactly that. So keep that in mind. I have smelled similar scents to this in barbershop, but this one is of the modern variety. So not as powdery. You get a little citrus in this one, which I happen to like. It's a bright, fresh barbershop as opposed to powdery. It doesn't have that powdery vibe that a lot of older barbershop scents. So to me, within the realm of barbershops, there's sort of three sort of styles. The modern barbershop, which this is, sort of clean, fresh, nice. Oak moss is a really, when it comes to barbershop scents, you'll find oak moss in many, many of them. It's very, very common. I don't know why I spiraled off into that. But anyway, you have the traditional barbershop, which I think tend to be more powdery, say Floyd Blue, something like that. You have some barbershops that are sort of vanilla-centric, like Sterling. And then you have these modern ones, which are sort of bright, fresh, almost cologne-like. And I prefer the modern barbershop. It's my favorite style of barbershop scents. Okay, let's quit lathering. I'm going to make the video long, and we don't want to do that. Oh, I want to mention something. When it comes to comments, folks, and I hope you're still around at this 9-minute mark, sometimes they just disappear. So if you don't get a response back from me, and you've made a comment, because I try to respond to every single comment, keep in mind that sometimes YouTube, they just never appear or they get blown out. So I'll put one on the screen right now that's from Silky Creamy yesterday. And you can see there in that comment. It's just a really nice comment. Thank you, Silky, for the comment. There's no URLs in it. There's no foul language. There's no nothing. It just never appeared on the channel. So I got that email. That's where I got the screenshot of the comment from, my email, because I'll get an email with a notification, but the comment never appeared. Or maybe it will appear at some point later, but so far it hasn't appeared. So I wanted to let you all know, the viewers, that I'm not the one deleting your comments if they never appear. Unless, like if it has something that's inappropriate, YouTube will blow that out too, but I'll blow it out if I see it. Like if it's highly inappropriate or something like that, you know, that's basically the only time I would get rid of or delete a comment. And so if you don't see your comment there, keep in mind YouTube it just might have been one of those glitches, and it happens almost every day where I'll get an email notification, I'll look for the comment, actually I'll click on it to answer it, and there's no comment. So I just wanted to let you all know. Now, the other situation is when people, you know, I'm open to debate and things like that, but when people start making allegations to motives and making claims about me and personal attacks, at some point, I will not allow that. Just because there's no point in that. Like if you want to make a comment, if you think I'm wrong in something I've said, we can talk about that. But when you start saying, you do this because, in other words, hinting at my motives or making allegations, we're not playing that game. So you will lose your privilege to comment on the channel if you do that. And I've had that has happened before. And I usually will say, you're out of line. Well, you know, I'll usually give a warning. And then at a certain point in time, you just realize people are not responsible enough to have that privilege. And so, you know, but that is a very small group of people who have ever actually fallen into that category. So I don't want to let you all think that that's something that's happening every day, because it does not. It rarely happens, but there are some cases where people just come in here and start trying to create a ruckus, and we're not having that. So you can go do that somewhere else. If you have designs on that, it will not last long. But usually I'll say, hey, this is over the line. You're not right, you know, because there's nothing worse, in my opinion, than someone telling you why you're doing something when you know why I know why I'm doing something. Or making allegations. So the last time it happened, someone claimed that we were being compensated on YouTube by Peter Charkalis of A&E, paid in either products or money. And that is patently and absolutely false. Whenever I receive something that I don't pay for, I let you know. It's kind of rare for Pete to send something. Now, I am a tester for Pete, so I test his formulas, but those are not full products. He does not send me full sets of products for the purpose of testing. It's a sample, more or less. But anyway, point I'm making here is that's just an example of something that if you're making untrue assertions like that, and I've told you, you know, knock it off. If that's enough, you're going too far. If you continue to do it, then I don't have any choice. But you're not going to spread misinformation on my channel in the comment section of my channel, you know. And if you don't like the way I do things, I understand that. I do. And there's people who will say so, but again, it is my channel and I'm going to do it my way. Just as I say at the end of these shaves, it's your shave, do it your way. I'm going to run my channel my way, and I'm going to enjoy it in the way that I see fit. And sometimes I'm going to talk about things that happened in the past. I don't do it every day, but I had a gentleman who was upset that I occasionally bring up things from the past recently too, and I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. You know, it's my channel. But oftentimes I'll also point to the fact that I've made a lot of mistakes in the past too. You folks who are regular viewers know this, that I don't always paint the glory days like I was perfect, because I was not. But anyway, to come on to here and say, you keep doing this or that, you know, or making those sort of allegations or whatnot, it's just, just keep in mind there's room for debate, there's room for discussion, but keep them constructive and positive in nature as best you can. And I try to keep it that way as much as I can too. That's my commitment to you is, that said, if I don't like a product, I'm going to say so. You know, that's my responsibility to you all, is to call it like I see it. Now, we got off on a tangent there. Sorry about that, but man, oh man, this soap, it's fantastic. The 345 soaps, I'm telling you what, at their price, you just can't beat them. They're as good as anything out there as far as I'm concerned, and cheaper than a lot of other ones. So you're getting good value for your money. And I have liked just about all the scents. I think I've only gotten rid of one special edition soap, and that was a sort of special edition scenario. That was just a limited run. I've kept all the other 345 that I bought. And so that says a lot. I think he likes the style of scents that I like, or at least it appears that way based on the purchases, because I keep keeping the ones I'm buying. But the Fatip today has done well. And as you can see here, there's plenty of residual slickness left for this razor. And that's been a really nice shave. Again, I apologize for getting on the tangent there, but I just wanted to clear up the commenting sort of policy here. Man, very nice. All right, let me rinse it and we'll come back and get into the post. Stay tuned. And all right, we are back in off cam. We did a warm water rinse to remove the soap, applied the alum, no stinging, so that was a nice smooth shave. Followed that with a cold water rinse, and then we applied the Magic made by Witch's Thayer's Witch Hazel, and of course we toweled off with our Lancaster towel prior to using the, this is Thayer's Cucumber Watermelon, which smells great, and the scent doesn't hang around. Great stuff. We had an excellent shave today with Fresh Cut Fade from 345 Soap Company. 345 Soap Company is killing it. They have consistently produced soaps that I really love this year and last year. I just can't say enough good things about 345. Really great company, great product. It's priced right. Big thumbs up on that. The Fatip Piccolo Special Edition, and this one comes with two heads. We'll use the other head in a future video and talk more about this razor. Brass for $34.50. Not bad at all. You just have to make sure that you get it aligned properly. Nice, close to medium shaver, I would say. Feels good in the hands, got some heft to it. Not bad at all for the first run. It's been a long time since I've used one of these, but I did enjoy it. We used the Amber Aerolite brush from PAA, and we're going to close it out today with the Fresh Cut Fade Splash from 345, and this is going to be a wonderful splash for a wonderful day. I hope you all, whenever you're watching this, are having a great day, and I hope you had a great shave as well. And I want to remind you, as always, I've been your host, CDB. It's your shave, do it your way, and as always, God bless.